It's a hobby of mine. I do it to spend some of my spare time instead of sitting at home in front of the computer or something else, such nonsense that just wastes time. I try to use my time by being down here for something a little more productive.
A recent EU Barometer survey showed that Denmark ranked in the top 3 countries who were most physically active in Europe, after Sweden and Finland. Mathislin is one of the 68% of people in Denmark who regularly exercise.
I try to be here 4 times a week. Occasionally it's only 3 times a week. People have become very self-conscious about how they look and how they are perceived by other members of society.
It's quite popular, and I do think a lot of people work out in Denmark. First and foremost, I do think people come here to feel better about themselves, to get more energy for your daily to-dos.
Did you know that Denmark ranks in the top 3 of most physically active countries in Europe?
I did not know that.
What do you think of that?
That's amazing. I'm proud to be a Dane.
No, I didn't.
What do you think about it?
It's not surprising. I mean, all the Danes look pretty fit, so.
I didn't know that, but I could imagine when I arrived here in Denmark, because I saw a lot of people training, exercising in the streets, running a lot.
No, I didn't, but it wouldn't surprise me, because people like to exercise and run, and yeah, they seem pretty fit.
I love to play different sports. I love to compete, and that's probably what motivates me. I like to play basketball. That's the exercise that I do every week, and I also like to do many other types of exercise. I think the percentage of physically active people in Denmark is high, mainly because sports and exercise is very well organized in Denmark. There are very many clubs in all the different communities in Denmark, so there's lots of opportunities for people to do exercise.
In the last number of years, experts, including Kasper Lund Kirkegaard, have suggested that commercialised sport and gym culture are challenging the popularity of more traditional organised sport. So which do you prefer, the gym or team sports?
Which we prefer?
Yeah.
Team sports. So very
both actually. Both.
A team.
Yeah, definitely a part of a team.
Part of a team.
Part of a team.
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of the whole social thing.
Well, there has been a change in sort of away from participating in these organized clubs and community organizations, and towards doing exercise more on your own. It doesn't actually reduce the participation, it just increases the participation, that you have both people who can do exercise on their own and people who do it in clubs.
I think, well, if people are able to put that into their daily schedules, being individually active, that is great. It has all the benefits. I think it's easier to force yourself out of bed if you know there's a social group and social interaction that comes with it, waiting for you along with the physical activity.
And then the individual focus, the focus on yourself as an individual and your body, also something that has become more apparent in the recent years. So I think that plays a role also.
I believe it's about 3 weeks ago or so when I surpassed 100 kilos on the squat rack, and that was a great success, I thought. And that's a great feeling, a feeling of progression.
It's clear that if you look at the exercise and sports that are highly intensive, then you see the highest participation in the young ages. So you can say that you can find types of sports and exercise that are particularly attractive to older people, and some that are particularly attractive to younger people. And then there's some that is a mix of all ages.
I actually experienced a midlife crisis myself, and my answer was, so let's make it constructive and exercise instead of buying a new sports car or something like that, kicking out the wife.
there are organizations that target specifically older groups, pensionists and older age groups, and there are organizations that target specifically the children. So in that sense, there's lots of initiatives trying to get everybody involved, so to speak, in exercise.
The Danish government tries to enlighten the population, trying to explain to people that sitting in a day job in an office chair and then going home to your couch maybe might not be beneficial to your health, especially as you grow older.
There is help from the government and local authorities in many of these aspects, but of course there are also places where it could improve. If we knew what could motivate people to be even more physically active, then we would probably do it already. For some persons it can be the facilities, the physical facilities that is important. For some people it can be the social environment. Are your friends doing exercise? If not, maybe you should do something together.
It kind of motivates me to see that other people come down here and I think, you know, oh, if they work out today and I don't, they're ahead of me and stuff like that.
Everybody seems to have found this as a key to at least looking successful, maybe feeling successful as well.